Alrighty, guys. Happy Saturday. Hope you're all doing well out there. So I want to break down 5 oversold stocks. Yes, you heard that right. Oversold stocks right now that I'm looking at. Even though the stock market's at all-time highs, guys, we still have some oversold stocks. So we have to break those down in this video, cover some earnings, my thoughts, all that good stuff, where I'm looking to buy, sell, do all that. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well get up to 15 stocks for a moo. Simply use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/moo. Open up your account, fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And by the way, guys, each of those could be valued up to $2,000. So get on it. Use that moo link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So like I said, markets are at all-time highs, even though yesterday on Friday we did have a bit of a red day on the NASDAQ and the S&P at least. So that wasn't the best day for them. We're still at all-time highs either way, right? And we have, let's see, SPY currently trading at about 487 to give you guys some perspective. Triple Q at, let's see, about 423. The Dow's at over 38,000 points, which I think 38,200 is the all-time high. So, yeah, markets have been doing pretty well, guys. And again, I want to break down these 5 stocks. So let's get right into the video right now. TXN is the first one I want to go over, which is Texas Instruments. You guys may or may not have heard of them, but they reported earnings, it looks like, here on the, when was it, the 23rd? Yeah, I think that was on Monday. And their stock's been selling off, excuse me, pretty aggressively since that point. We can see here, it looks like they did revenue. Where the heck is it, guys? Q4 EPS of $1.49 on revenue of, where the heck's the revenue, where are you? Looks like they did $4.08 billion of revenue, which that actually missed the $4.12 billion expected, so they missed on revenue. Not sure what the EPS estimate was, but it looks like here they're guiding for Q1 EPS of 96 cents to $1.16 versus the $1.44 expected. So this goes into the reason why the stock's getting beaten down. So it looks like their guidance for Q1 EPS was off, and for revenue, guys, looks like they're guiding for Q1 revenue 3.45 to 3.75 billion versus 4.05 billion expected. So yeah, not the best guidance from Texas Instruments, and that's probably why. I'm not even going to say probably. That is why the stock's going down. And it looks like now we're down about 6% from the close. From, it looks like, when was this? The 23rd. That was on Tuesday, right? So Tuesday, we closed at 175. We're now down $11 from that point, or about 6%. So I'm not saying that, you know, we're going to bounce for sure on the next trading day. And, you know, nobody knows. Nothing's guaranteed, obviously. Please do your own research, by the way. But I just think we're a little bit oversold and we're due for a relief rally. And mind you, we're right by the 180 SMA right now on the 4-hour chart. We're still above the lows from the 17th of this month, where we hit 160. Then we rallied pretty aggressively. So if we do fall through the 180 SMA here, through 160, okay, out the window goes Texas Instruments. But if we get the bounce here, guys, is kind of what I'm hinting at. That's where I'm going to be watching it in the mid-160s for a play, maybe towards mid-high 170s. That's what I'm looking at here on Texas Instruments. And we also have Valero here, VLO, which isn't really oversold per se on the RSI, but it's still about $16 to $15 off of the highs from September. If I draw this line out, you guys can see we could be playing in this window right here. As now, let me show you this. We're taking out slowly the highs from the last couple of weeks. If I zoom in, Valero peaked at about, on the 20th of December, $136. We hit on the 4th of this month, $136. And on the 16th of this month, we hit, you guessed it, $136. And now on Friday, yesterday, we broke above that point. We closed above it, and we're building momentum above it, which is a good sign. So it's not really oversold on the RSI. in terms of looking at the RSI's perspective, but we're gaining momentum. We're breaking out of multi-week highs here, multi-month highs at that. And we're still pretty beaten down from their recent high. We're about 15, 16 bucks off. So I feel like we could be playing in this window here on Valero. And they just reported earnings, looks like a couple of days ago. What the heck did they end up doing? Looks like they did adjusted EPS of $3.55, which beat the $2.95 expected, which is awesome. They beat EPS by 60 cents, but they did miss on sales, $35.41 billion versus $35.69 billion, so they slightly missed on sales there. But either way, check out this one. I'm telling you guys, VLO and Intel, I'm not sure if you caught this one. They reported earnings on, I think, Thursday, and their stock on Friday got hit very aggressively, down 12%, down about $6 on the day. Now Intel's down roughly $8 from the recent 51-cent high. It's down 15%. In other words, it's in correction territory now, guys, which makes sense to me. I mean, this thing was just way overbought. It got really hot, guys, from around the beginning of November to really up until a couple of days ago. Intel was up from around 32 bucks to 52 bucks essentially. Now we're pulling back. Looks like we're holding this channel too. So this could be one, maybe kind of like Texas Instruments, where we get some sort of relief rally, maybe in the low 40s here, low mid 40s. And the reason why their stock is falling is because of guidance. I'm not sure if they beat revenue and EPS. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter. What does matter is their guidance was pretty bad. For I think the full year, maybe not the full year, but the next quarter, kind of like Texas Instruments, Intel reported pretty rough guidance, and that's being priced into the stock right now. And the thing is, will it bleed out even more, or will we consolidate here in the low mid 40s? I'm going to give it a couple days. Time will tell. If we do ultimately consolidate, maybe a bounce back to the low 50s, high 40s could be in the cards here for Intel. But again, guys, please do your own research. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. These are just some of my thoughts here, and I'm not actually in these stocks as of right now. So Dexcom, DXCM, is the next one for this video, which they're set to report earnings pretty soon here, I think in November, or not November. I don't know why I said November. February, I meant. Very different, very different. But we have Dexcom on the 8th of February after the bell, it looks like. And this one's pretty beaten down really over the past 2 days alone. It's down about $10 from the recent highs, or in other words, about 7.5%. So for Dexcom, guys, very simple. It's approaching the 180 SMA right now. We're getting pretty oversold on the 4-hour chart. Let's see if we get some sort of relief rally, consolidation, maybe a bounce, preferably a bounce, a relief rally, right around 117 to 120, this $3-4 window right here. Let's see what happens there. That's pretty much what I'm looking at on Dexcom. And this one does typically get hot around earnings. It's one of those that could pop off. We shall see. It is more volatile, though, so keep that in mind. But DXCM, pretty oversold right now. Heading into those earnings, we'll see what, happens with that one. And the last one for the video, guys, is McDonald's, MCD. Shout out McDonald's. Their stock went down 5%, or $5, on Friday, about 1.7%. And now it's down roughly $10 from the 302 high we hit a couple of days ago. And you guessed it, they're also set to report earnings in a couple of trading days from today on the 5th of February, which I don't think that's this week coming up, but the week after that, we're going to see McDonald's reporting earnings. So this is one that kind of similar to Dexcom in a sense. It's approaching the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart, and that's kind of where McDonald's has held over the last couple of months. Really, the last 2 months we've held this point right here. So let's see if we get some sort of bounce, or maybe a relief rally heading into earnings, or maybe it sells off for all we know heading into earnings. Either way, this is pretty oversold on the RSI. McDonald's is, MCD is the ticker, by the way, if you guys didn't know. So yeah, those are the 5 stocks for the video, guys. Texas Instruments, Valero, Intel, Dexcom, and McDonald's. Make sure to do your own research on those stocks. As always, and full disclosure, I don't own any of these right now, but I do plan on maybe trading them here over the next couple of days. So hit that like button if you guys found value. Make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs this year, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moo. Fund your account at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000, guys. So get on it. Use that Moo link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.